Alright, so this is a TT-052 from T-Works for bearing cleaner. So I'm going to do a quick comparison. So this is the T-Works bearing cleaner. This is another bearing cleaner from another brand. The main difference that I feel is the inner grill that you see here. So from the X brand, you see the grill itself is soft. And the pop cap that you see here, it just closes like that. From T-Works, it comes with a screw cap. The grill inside is very solid. So what do we use this bearing cleaner for? So you usually, when your bearings are dirty, or when you have new bearings and they are packed with grease, and you prefer to have your bearings only coated with bearing oil, we will usually prefer to remove the grease as well as any dirt and grime. So with a sharp penknife, or in the USA they call it the Sharpies, we will remove the rubber seals carefully and try not to damage them. I prefer to use the inner side of the seal and pry them out with the penknife. So with the seal removed, we'll drop them into the bearing cleaner. And then we'll shoot some degreaser to degrease the bearings. So to show how a stock bearing feels like, I'm using T-Works bearing checker. I put the bearing onto the checker. I try to spin it. So it's packed with grease, so it doesn't spin as well. So after dropping the bearing into the bearing cleaner, as such, I pump in some degreaser spray. I close the cap. I give you a shake. So you pump in enough degreaser depending on the number of bearings that you drop in. So once it's done, I empty the excess degreaser, and this is what came out. I dropped them onto my shop towel to let them dry. And we should ideally let the bearings sit dry naturally. Let them dry off the degreaser. Then after that, we try to put on some bearing oil. So a bearing that has been washed and degreased will feel like this. So as you can see, it's more free now, but we want it to be even more free. So we will usually add in some bearing oil. So just a few drips of bearing oil. Work it around. And if you want to check it again, okay, this is what we want, preferably. It's more free now. And then we'll put back the rubber seals and we are good to go.